All right, folks. Hey, how are you guys? All right, so today is going to be a super short video. We're going to be making a correction to the original video on the waistcoat draft. First off, let me just say I'm pretty excited about how popular that video became. Looks like a lot of you guys have been watching it, and hopefully some of you will be trying it. However, if you do try it exactly as I described it in the video, you may find a catastrophic error on the back panel. Somebody had asked me a question, which sent me back into the video to watch what I put out there, and I realized I made a really big mistake, and that big mistake is plotting out 0.2. So just briefly to explain to you what happened here, before I made this video, I went and kind of just reviewed some of my notes on the system. You know, I generally just sort of do this by myself in the basement, which is where my workshop is. I don't oftentimes actually talk out loud about what it is I'm doing. So what I was worried about was, you know, the translation from just what I do in my head into some sort of verbal set of instructions that could be understood. And, well, we failed at that, basically. What I did accidentally was give you the instructions to plot 0.2 on the coat, not the waistcoat. So the coat video is totally fine. However, you're going to find if you followed my original instructions for this point right here, there's going to be a really big problem with the fit and the overall shape and the length of the side seam. So I'm going to briefly tell you what I described in the original video and then how to correct that. So the rest of the draft is fine. It's quite literally just plotting 0.2. So if you remember in the original video, I described that C to 3 is 1/3 of the waist measure. D to 4 is 1/3 of the coat waist measure. 1 was 1/6 of the breast minus 1/4. You shoot up an inch, that's where you find K. K to 5 is your shoulder measure. All of that is the same. Now in the video, the original video, what I had described was you then squared down straight from 5 and push out 1/2 inch, and that's how you find 0.2. This is incorrect. That is true of the coat, it is not true of the waistcoat. So 0.2 is actually located, it's 1/3 of the half breast measure, chest measure that is, breast or chest, whichever word you use, from B. So B out to 2 is 1/3 of the half chest measure, okay? 5 is still located as described in the video. So when you come out 1/3 of the chest measure from B, you then push forward another 1/2 inch, which is the second dot here, and you connect that to 5. Then you find the middle and you push back 1/2 inch, as described in the original video. So let me just say that one more time. B to 2 is 1/3 of half of the chest measure. Then you push out another 1/2 inch and you connect that to 5. That will get you the correct shape and fit. Please do not follow the instructions on plotting 0.2 that I gave you in the original video. I'm terribly sorry that happened. If this little fix video doesn't seem to be sufficient, I'll go back and I'll redo the whole original video. But right now I'm hesitant to do that because so many of you have already watched it and I'm sure shared it around and whatever. So I'm going to link this little video in the original one. If I can figure out how you put one of those little floating button things that are in YouTube videos sometimes into the original video, I'll do that also. But this will be linked in the description. So anybody that goes back to watch that video should find that in the description and be able to click on a link to this video so you can see the correction. Again, very sorry about that. But I do hope that any of you that are trying this are being successful. And coming up soon here in the near future, we'll have the sleeve draft video to accompany the coat body. Until then, be well.